Oh, would you look at that? I wish I could enter the Fork Tower with the pre-formed alliance. Holy... Do you hear that, Lil Zames? You hear that? Holy shit. You hear that, Lil Zames? Oh my God. Who could have thought? Wow. Gee whiz. Who would have thought that allowing... Why didn't I think of this? Wait a minute. Didn't they do this before? Oh yeah, they did. They did it in DSR. Why the fuck didn't they do it again? Today's corner will also address any feedback for Cosmic Exploration as well as Crescent Isle and Fork Tower. Oh, really? Crescent Isle and Fork Tower, bro? Holy shit. Yo, I got some feedback on fucking Fork Tower and Crescent Isle. How about, I don't know, how about you fucking make a queue? How about that? How about you make a queue? Why the fuck did you take like 9 steps back? Okay? Why did you even deviate from DRS? Why the fuck did you ever deviate from that shit? That shit was perfect. You queue in. That's it. You'd think it wouldn't be hard. Yoshida came in, he apologized for the content that was Fork Tower, very likely causing distress for the players. But he will be addressed. No, you know what? Nah, man. I don't accept it. No. I don't accept it. And here's why. I'm tired of apologies. Fix your shit. That's it. That's it. Fix your shit. How can you go from BA, which was horrible, to DRS, which was perfect, to Fork Tower, which was worse than BA? How? That's unexcusable. There's no reason other than incompetence. There's no other reason. It's just purely incompetence and they fucked up. I don't believe that they were testing shit. I don't believe they wanted to do this for X reason. I think they literally are just incompetent. When Yoshi says he will apologize, and I said, I don't accept that apology, fix your shit. I am not specifically talking to Yoshi-P. I actually don't think Yoshi-P has very much at all to do with the way Fork Tower was released. I'm talking to the dev team. Yoshi-P, unfortunately, is like the front man. He's typically the one that gets all the shit. And I respect that. He really can't do anything other than apologize. But at the same time, I don't have to accept that apology. And in my opinion, I think it came from incompetence and they just need to fix their shit. Like, I'm not blaming Yoshi-P for Fork Tower. Like, I don't think it's his fault. I don't think it's one person's fault. I think it's the team's fault. And I think starting off at BA, they had an excuse. So let's look at the history real fast. Baldus and Arsenal. It was the first type of content released like that in the game. So there are bound to be fuck-ups. Now, ideally, you want to limit those amount of fuck-ups to as minimal as possible. But there are bound to be fuck-ups. So you can excuse a little bit of that for them being new. Okay, DRS nailed it. Out of the ballpark, man. Literally fixed every single issue. 100% S tier. Amazing. Amazing. We all were like, holy shit, this is fucking awesome. 100%. That gets a clap. Now, they release Fork Tower. Worse than BA. Worse than the original implementation. And this is after they came out with the best version of the implementation. There is no excuse for that. Fix your shit. I don't care about apologies. I don't want to hear them. I don't care. These motherfuckers been apologizing for shit for 10 years. I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't really care anymore. I'm just simply tired of them apologizing. You know what I watched recently, man? I recently watched that internet historian video about No Man's Sky. And I often compare Final Fantasy to No Man's Sky because I think that they're very comparable in the terms of like the underdog story. I think it's time to change it up. In my opinion, actually, they've been doing pretty good this expansion. Now, I know the story sucks. I don't care about you story nerds. I don't give a shit about that. But as far as content goes, I think it's been pretty good, man. This last raid tier was a fucking banger. 10 out of 10. The raid tier before it was good, but could have been better. The ultimate, 10 out of 10. Fru was one of my favorite ultimates. Every single extreme trial, boom, out of this fucking world. Awesome, awesome content. Chaotic Alliance, awesome content, 10 out of 10. As far as content goes, this expansion has been insane. It has been so good. But Fork Tower was like 10 steps back. Okay, maybe not that many. Like 2 steps back from BA. And how can you have BA is your first implementation? It comes out, it's kind of fucked up. Then you come out with DRS and it is flawless. It's perfect. And then you go back to worse than the first one. That is just incompetence. Get your shit together. I don't want to hear any apologies. Just get your shit together. I hate to be mean. I don't want to sound mean or harsh, but that's just the reality of the situation. They've been apologizing for like 10 plus years about stupid shit. Just fix your shit. The reason why I bring up No Man's Sky is because No Man's Sky, they didn't apologize. They didn't do anything. Instead, they just fixed their shit. They just fixed their shit. As usual, Yoshi-P has a lot in mind to ensure their division can come up with games that people would like to play. And with the most recent release of Switch 2, there's going to be more in the future. Okay, this right here, like, I don't care about other games. I care about Final Fantasy XIV because this is a Final Fantasy XIV live letter. I don't give a fuck about the other games. I care about this game at this particular live letter. The fact that your division does other games, I don't care. I don't care. That's not an excuse. Focus on this shit. Yoshi-P, as well as the dev team, been looking into the feedback and found out that, yeah, the current system we have now is indeed getting detrimental to the community. What current system? What current system is he talking about? Nah, right here. I want to talk about what I think should be like in some... Right fucking here, brother. Right here. My plan to fix 14 content problem. Okay? Look at this shit. Watch this fucking video. Nah, you know what? Yoshi-P, here we go. Yoshi-P as well as the devs been looking into feedback. You want to hear some feedback, brother? You want to hear some feedback? Watch this fucking video. You don't even have to do any work, bro. You don't have to do any work. You know what? You don't even have to pay me either. Okay, and I'm not going to copyright strike you either. Just watch that video and do what that, and just put the shit in the video. You fucking steal all these other ideas from me. Okay, which is fine. Which is fine. Don't worry. I don't copyright the ideas. I don't patent the ideas. You know what I'm saying? You're fine to steal them. You know, it's not even up to me if you steal them. Matter of fact, I'm glad that you steal them. I want you to steal them. Okay? Because it makes the game better. Because for whatever reason, man, in this dumb American brain, okay, I'm stupid when it comes to so many things, but Final Fantasy XIV, I know. I live, I breathe. Final Fantasy XIV, okay? And all of these ideas, okay, these massive brain expanding ideas, you can use them. Yeah, you can use them. I know you've been using some of them. I know you have. You can continue to use them. It's okay. You have my permission. This is so stupid. Japan has gotten to a point where it becomes a lot harder due to the lottery system. Dude, why the fuck does Japan love their lottery system so much, man? That is the dumbest shit. And then they try to like put this shit on other regions. You guys can keep that shit. You motherfuckers over there in anime land and fucking weeb land, you can keep your fucking lottery system, okay? You can keep that shit. We don't want it, okay? The tea drinkers don't want it. The cheeseburger eaters don't want it. Nobody wants it. Okay, except for you. And I don't even think you guys want it. Who the fuck wants the lottery system? Ain't nobody want no fucking lottery system. Ain't nobody want that shit. I've been feeling that our quality of service has declined recently. I'm very sorry about that. Okay, what are they talking about here? Too many bugs that we need to have an emergency maintenance for. I've talked to the community team and the developer team about this. It feels like we got used to things a bit too much and got comfortable. Okay, yeah. We grew bigger and processes didn't fully work the way we had intended them to. We want to improve this again, especially with new and big content that we have recently released. This was difficult. We want to keep providing fun and engaging content, and we'll strive to do better. We want to start the public live letter by discussing some of the feedback we got recently. Okay, so this is really good. This is really good, but I feel like some people might be taking this more than what it is. So what I mean is, I don't think they're talking about the tome cap here. I don't think they're talking about the fact that it takes 8 books to get a fucking weapon. I don't think that Yoshi-P is admitting to the major problems with the game. So look, we're not going to talk about every big problem with the game, okay? I'm just going to name a few and then we're going to move on. Gearing, unlocking of the raid tier, the rewards, that is a huge one. Holy shit. Final Fantasy XIV has the most dog shit rewards of any game I've ever played in my fucking life. The most dog shit fucking rewards. A vast majority of this content is you fucking do it once, you get some shitty ass fucking reward, and there is no reason to ever do that shit again. We're just going to stop there because it's going to spiral and loop and all this shit. So we're just going to say gear, rewards, and whatever the other one dude, there's too fucking many. Tomes, whatever. Okay. I don't think they're talking about that. That's a problem. That's a problem. However, the good part is is that they do acknowledge that they have been having to have like emergency maintenance. They have a hot fix. They have these weird things that happen. So that's good. But I feel like that I feel like that it's not good enough. It's not good enough. This is also good. It feels like we got used to things a bit too much and got comfortable. This can happen to anybody or any company. We grew bigger and processes didn't fully work the way we had intended them to. We want to improve on this again. Okay, this is good, especially with the new big... Okay, so all of this is good right here. We want to keep... Okay, all of this is really good right here, but a lot of this feels like just corporate bullshit. Again, I want to see it. I appreciate that they are sorry. I do, but I don't care. I honestly don't care. I want to see the improvements. Do I believe that Square Enix can make the improvements? Yes, I believe that they can. But will they do it? I am on the fence. Now, I do appreciate the apology. I do. I don't want to come off like an asshole. But at the same time, they've been apologizing for like 10 years. Just fix the fucking friends list, man. Like, I don't care that you're sorry. I really don't give a fuck that you're sorry. Fix friends list, fix the tome cap, fix the gearing, fix all this shit. We haven't had a change in the friends list, gearing, tome, any of that shit in like 10 fucking years, man. Just fix it. Just please fix it, okay? I know you can. I know you can. I believe that you can. Just fix it. Now, again, I want to reiterate real fast. This expansion is getting a lot of shit. And I feel like that this expansion is getting a lot of shit from the story Andes. So I really can't speak on that because I don't really give a shit about the story. So I'm just going to take their word for it. I'm just going to take their word that the story is shit and it's awful. However, I will counter that with, you can say that the story is bad, but you cannot say that this expansion is bad because this expansion has been fucking awesome so far. Every single extreme trial has been amazing. We got Chaotic Alliance, which was one of the best pieces of content, easy, that has ever been implemented in this game. The raid tier we got, the very first raid tier, it was good. Could it have been better? Yes, but it was good. It wasn't bad. The second raid tier we got was 10 out of 10. That raid tier is insane. The ultimate that we got is also awesome. It is also a 10 out of 10. I love Fru. The actual battle content that we get in this game, in this expansion, has been fucking awesome. And it's been a lot better than a lot of other expansions. That's my opinion. Obviously, you're going to have your opinion of your own. But I think it's interesting that they mentioned Stormblood, right? You know? Well, I mean, I guess if it was 8 years ago, then it happens to be a coincidence. But people also hated Stormblood. And Stormblood was the best expansion. Like, in my opinion, Stormblood is the best expansion, hands down. It had the best raids. It had ultimates. It had a lot of really good shit, man. Stormblood was a very, very, very fun time to play. It was marked as like one of the worst expansions. I don't know, because of the story or some shit. I don't fucking know, man. You story Andes are fucking crazy, man. I have done some of the story. I've done all the story. I did Endwalker, but I'm going to tell you right now, you know, I've said this before, but I mean, I'm just not really into the story, man. The way that they tell the story is just very boring and slow paced to me. I'll give you an example of what I consider a good story. I consider Star Wars, The Old Republic, a fucking good story. I like the story so much, actually, that I played through almost every single different character. Now, obviously, this is just a matter of opinion. So if you love the story, you're not wrong for loving the story. And I'm not wrong for not liking the story. It depends on what you're into. But I feel like this is one of those times where I guess like the crybabies are super loud. You know what, man? I really hope they fucking kill off Wook Lamau. I hope they kill off Wook Lamau or she is into the aether. Because trust me, guys, I am tired of hearing about how bad the story is. And it's not even that I think the story's bad. I want them to fix the story for your sake because I don't want to hear about it anymore. Okay? I don't want to hear about it anymore. Even though I don't like the story, I'm on your side. I'm on your side. Trust me, I am. And I'm on your side for my own selfish reasons because I'm tired of fucking hearing about it. Okay? I hope it gets better for all of our sake. Okay? But mostly for you guys. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. This is patch 7.2. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, would you look at that? I wish I could enter the Fork Tower with the preformed alliance. Holy fuck. Do you hear that, Lil Zames? You hear that? Holy shit. You hear that, Lil Zames? Oh my God. Who could have thought? Wow. Gee whiz. Who would have thought that allowing... Why didn't I think of this? Wait a minute. Didn't they do this before? Oh yeah, they did. They did it in DSR. Why the fuck didn't they do it again? No shit people want to be able to go in with a preformed alliance. No shit. How can you be so stupid to think that people don't want this? Like, what are they thinking, man? What are they thinking? It's just ridiculous. It's just pure incompetence, man. Fork Tower is super fun. It's really fun. You put in this content and you make it as hard as possible for people to access it. What kind of asinine design is that, man? Like, I would have loved to be a fly on the wall. And they're like meeting. They're like, okay, all right, guys, check it out. Check this out. I got this idea. Let's put in this really cool content. Okay. Put in this really cool content. But we're going to make it really hard for people to enter. Oh, shit. Yo, that will mean that people will think that it's, super fucking, good. And that will mean that when they finally do get to enter, after jumping through all these hoops, they will be very grateful. No, actually not. No, it's actually really fucking obnoxious, and it shows how out of fucking touch you are. That's actually what it means, okay? Like, no shit, people want a preformed alliance, dude. What the fuck? The fact that they... The fact that they didn't implement this from the start after implementing it in the second one is just ridiculous to me. It's absolutely ridiculous. Do these people even play their own game? Like, who the fuck green lighted this idea? Who the fuck said that this was okay? Like, are you serious? Many players have tried to clear and prog Fork Tower. As of yesterday, there have been more than 400 clears. Not 400 players, but 400 clears. Wait, really? That seems really fucking low to me. We felt like the support through the system in DRS was a bit too high. What? The support through the system in DRS was a bit too high. Well, but that's a good thing. We have what the community calls island gacha, just to get into an instance in which you can queue into Fork Tower. Well, yeah, it is difficult to get into the same instance as a group of 48. We will implement a feature in patch 7.3 that allows a pre-made alliance of 48 players to queue into the same instance as at once. Okay, because of how fast we're trying to do this, please don't have expectations too high for the UI. Dude, no one gives a shit. No one gives a shit about the fucking UI. And you know why no one gives a shit? Because you still haven't fixed the friends list, man. Okay, we're used to it. We're used to shitty, god-awful, horrendous fucking UI. Okay, we're fucking used to it. We've been used to it for 10 fucking years. Okay? And instead of fixing the AI, instead you just change the color. Oh, let's go classic mode. Classic mode is still shit. Classic mode is still shit UI. Okay, you can load up the friends list on the classic mode and it's still shit. Okay, it's still dial-up. It's just classic dial-up instead of just normal fucking shitty dial-up. It's the same. Now, hold on, because we've been shitting on them for a while. So let's take a second. Credit where credit's due. A hyperclap. Hyperclap. This is very, very, very fucking good. But unfortunately, it's probably a little bit too late. Probably. At least for me, it's too late because I'm pretty much done with Fork Tower. Like, I have no reason to do it anymore. I got rank 1 on everything and we got speed kill on rank 1 everything at least one time. I don't really care about doing it anymore. I have all my characters maxed, all my jobs maxed. There's no reason for me to do it anymore. Now that's me. This feature though will help a ton of players. And not only will this feature help a ton of players, but it will also help like Discords like Radar. And I'm not really, I don't think I'm in ABBA or whatever the fuck it is. I think I was in there briefly. But anyway, my point here is that this feature will help a lot of players, okay? This is also a good sign. And the reason why this is a good sign is because they know they fucked up. So the next one, they are probably going to allow this. Like they're probably going to put in a system that does this. Now this will help. Now, this only solves half the problem. So you said this feature hopefully sets a precedent for the future content so they don't fuck up again. Well, unfortunately, that was my next issue. That was my next point I was getting to, is I don't think it will. In my opinion, I think this right here is a short-term fix. I do not think that we should keep faith in Square Enix. The reason why I said that this only fixes half the problem, because you still have to enter Fork Tower. So even though you could queue into the same instance, someone could still steal your spot. This is literally repeating history. So they implemented BA. So Fork Tower is BA pretty much. And people are like, what the fuck are you doing? So now they're implementing a queue system, which is good. But at the same time, it still takes you like 40 minutes to enter the tower. This isn't good enough. This is not good enough. This is good, but it's not good enough. What I want to see from Square Enix, I want them to just basically copy paste DRS. I want a queue into the fucking instance. I don't want to go into Occult Crescent. I just want to go into Fork Tower. I should not have to go into Occult Crescent to do Fork Tower. I don't give a fuck about the support fate or the support ad. Fuck that. That shit's cringe. I don't give a shit. I would rather just have a fucking queue. Okay, that's what I fucking want. I want the queue. I want to just be able to have all 48 motherfuckers in the party queue up and then boom, be done. I don't want to wait for weather. I don't want to wait for any of this nonsense. Putting in multiple ciphers is increasing your chances to enter the tower, but it isn't possible to see who handed in how many ciphers. We're working on a list view that will show this in the future. We will require one cipher in the future to have a player indicate, I want to enter the tower in Prague. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. They're so fucking incompetent, man. This is embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing. Of course there was a problem. Ugh, let me put in a cipher. Like, dude, of course there's a fucking problem. Dude, anybody with a fucking brain would know that this is an issue, man. Nope. Pulling it up. We're pulling it up. Pulling it up. Here we go. Xeno patch notes. Nah, this is bad, dude. Look! Oh, who the fuck said all this shit fucking before it came out? Listen, dude. This is actually really annoying. Keeps the content alive outside of organized PFs past the release patch. And that fucking idiot. There's literally discords that still do DRS and BA. Nah, this is bad, dude. This is horrible. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. There are raising restrictions in the content. Tell him, bald man. Oh, look, would you look at that? This is just another time where the fucking bald idiot's right. Holy shit, brother. It's like the things I say are correct. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that I fucking called all of this before it fucking happened? Who would have thought that I said, oh, you know what? Excuse me, guys. Excuse me, SE team. I don't mean to be, mean or anything, but I think this is a bad fucking idea. Nah, you know what? Who the fuck said that, man? Like, are you... Of course it's a bad fucking idea. Of course, brother. Like, yes, the entire cipher system is fucking stupid. It's this is like embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing, dude. Jesus Christ. And I remember like all these copers, dude, they were like, well, it won't be that bad. You didn't play during BA. Like, dude, these fucking, it's just insane to me, man. It's like actually insane to me that they released this and thought that everything was just going to be okay. No. You know what? Anybody want to call me a bald fucking idiot? Yo, this is proof. This is proof that I was right. Yet again. Ooh. You would think that I would get tired of being right. You would think that I'd get tired of it, but I really don't. I really don't, actually. I enjoy it, actually. Okay, so anyway. Oh my god, dude. I wish there was a normal and savage version of the Fork Tower, like there was with Delubrum Regine. The simple answer on why we didn't have a normal savage Wow. Holy shit. I got nothing, man. I really don't. That's really disappointing, man, actually. That's really disappointing. And not only is that really disappointing, but that is a spit in the face of the players. Because, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but Final Fantasy XIV is an insanely profitable game for SE. And the fact that one of their biggest moneymakers, they can't support their own players, it's like kind of crazy, man. The simple answer why we didn't have a normal and savage version is cost. I know this doesn't matter for a customer. No, it does matter. It matters to me. It matters to me because I've played this game for a stupid amount of time, and the fact that this is like one of the most profitable games by SC, man, is really disappointing. Like, I try to give SE the benefit of the doubt, honestly, more than most people, man. But I do try to give them the benefit of the doubt. But I'm going to be, I'm going to be honest, man. This is a very disappointing answer. Very, very disappointing. Look, man, it's going to sound cliche, but they really need to do better. They really need to, remember, man, that this game used to be absolute fucking dog shit back in 1.0 and 2.0 and shit. And people supported it and it came back, Yoshi-P did an amazing job, but it was also the fans, the players that also helped the game too, man. And you know what, man? People aren't asking for that much. Like, all we wanted was a copy paste of Delubrum Reginae. That's it. We didn't want anything else. We weren't able to do this for this instance, but for the future instances of OC, we will try to have both a normal and savage version. I mean, honestly, I'll believe it when I see it, because right now, man, I don't think so. We had every coffer give Gil as a reward as well, and our understanding of how rewarding that feels have been off. The rewards in Final Fantasy XIV, I mentioned this earlier, man, they're really bad. I don't know, man. I don't want to keep talking about this, so I'm just going to say one more thing, man. But this answer right here, it's either one of two things, right? It's either a lie or it's true. But either way, even if it's a lie or if it's true, either way, it's really disappointing. It's extremely disappointing and disheartening to hear this answer, because this is one of SE's most profitable games. And I feel like that instead of investing into other projects that go nowhere, because SE has not been known for making good games recently, I feel like that instead of doing that, they should invest more into the games that are doing well, like Final Fantasy XIV. Like, don't get me wrong, I loved 16, but if I could trade 16 for 14 to be better, I would. Absolutely, 100%. It feels like, to me, I don't want to use the expression taking advantage, because that's not what I think is going on. I think that they got too comfortable, and I think that they're forgetting who their real supporters are. I think that they're forgetting how important Final Fantasy XIV is to certain people, and I think they're kind of like not giving a fuck about those people. So I don't think that they're doing this super maliciously or anything like that. I'm very critical of SE, but at the end of the day, I'm a simp for Final Fantasy XIV. So I try to give Final Fantasy XIV the benefit of the doubt when I can. But I feel like this is a very, very, very disheartening answer. And it's very disappointing. So I'm just going to leave it at that, man. And I will say this, though. This strengthens my point on I'm tired of apologies. I don't want them to apologize. I want them to fix their shit. I want them to come out with a new schedule, a new content cycle. I think it's time. It's been past time. And I really, really hope that they are either, one, forced to do so, or two, do so by their own choosing. Anyway, moving on. When Magic Pot and Happy Bunny coffers contain only materia and fireworks, the reward feels inadequate. I mean, of course it does, because the rewards in Final Fantasy XIV are dog shit. We do feel we have missed the mark on the rewards, and we're discussing how to change this. Maybe we have given rewards from coffers that have been too good in the past. Brother. There is not a single time in the history of Final Fantasy XIV that the reward has been too good. Never. Not even close. Not even close. Okay? There is never, not one time have in the history of Final Fantasy XIV have I ever thought to myself, holy shit, this reward is OP. I have never thought that, ever. Not even close, man. Not even close. Enemies and fates can be defeated too quickly unless you're paying close attention. A fate may be completed before you've even arrived. That's true. This isn't limited to the instance, but it is difficult to adjust parameters to when an instance is crowded and when it is nearly empty. I do feel like it's better to have these parameters set in a way that mobs feel easier for the parameters to make the fights take longer, even when we have a large group of players. We'll try to push these to the limits. Okay, this one right here, honestly, I don't really care, because the fates pop like back to back to back to back to back. I just think that the fates spawn so fast that it doesn't matter. I feel like this is one of those cases where it's a very minor problem. And I would rather them focus on other shit because this isn't even really a problem. Just like at the end of the day, get to the fate faster. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And if you miss one, who cares? There's gonna be another one that spawns in a minute anyway. Like, who cares? Please increase the drop rate for Demi-Atma. Oh, and Soul Shards. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? The person that asked the question, did you do 30 Oracle Fates to finally get the Oracle? No, it only took you 20? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It took me like 30. Of course the fucking drop rate. Nah, you know what? You know what? No. Check it out. Follow me on this. Fucking follow me on this. They don't even have to increase the drop rate. No. You know what they could do? They could just make it to where you can trade in one soul shard for another. Or maybe a demi-materia for another. Holy fuck, brother. Holy fuck. Shouldn't that already be in the game? You're goddamn right it should. Why isn't it in the game? I don't know. It's like that fucking monkey meme. It's that fucking animal that's like, huh? 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 You know what I'm talking about? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Oh, it's a cat. No way that's a cat, bro. Oh my, it is a cat. I thought it was a monkey. It is a cat. It's this guy. Look. Why isn't it in the game? Why isn't it in the game? What? This is like my fucking expression on a majority of problems in Final Fantasy XIV right here. This right here sums up better than words on the problems of Occult Crescent. What the fuck? Why did you implement this? No one asked for this. Why did you do this? And this is the weirdest looking fucking cat that I've ever seen. I do think this is just personal RNG. We're not buffing the drop rates for now. To give you some numbers, CE drop rate is 20%. Fate drop rate is 5%. What? Ain't no fucking shot. No fucking way, brother. No, I know they're talking about the Atma. I know. And it's not 20 fucking percent. Let's say that this is true. Why would you not have a system in place to trade in X amount of Atmas? Maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 Atmas for an Atma of your choosing. Regardless if this is true or not, because some of you in chat are like, well, it took me like 2 hours to farm one. Okay, that's fine. Maybe I got lucky. I'll concede to that point. But my true point still stands. Why can't you, okay, because the Atmas are worthless, right? So any Atma that you get after the 3rd one, it's useless. It's completely worthless. So why can't you trade those in for ones that you need? Why? I want to know the reason. Why can you be in a situation where you have like 5 or 6 of all the different Atmas and only one of another one? Why? You might think if you do 5 CE, you get 1, but it's 20% each time. Just as side info. ARR Atmas at the beginning had a 2% drop rate. We increased the drop rate to 2.4 and have been improving the drop rate since now they're 20%. We obviously want to keep random drops as a feature in the game. We did want players to collect all drops at once, and we will not increase the drop rates as of now. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. This is fine. But why can't you have a pity system? You should always have a pity system. Because remember, guys, this game is supposed to be a game that respects your time. I feel like people forget that from time to time. I feel like people forget that this game is designed to respect your time. So much, in fact, that they don't even come out with content because they want you to have, all the time in the world. But then they implement shit like this, which contradicts one of their core points about the game. OC does not respect your time. Anyway, the window for Auroral Mirages is too short, making it impossible to get there in time if you are in a critical encounter. Oh, the weather. Yo, I got something to say about that. The fucking weather shouldn't even be a goddamn fucking factor. You know why? Because you should have a queue. Because you should have a queue. You should be able to queue into Fork Tower. This shouldn't even exist. Fuck this middleman bullshit. Okay? This shouldn't even fucking exist. So the answer to this question is, yeah, we really fucked this up. Don't worry. We're going to put in a queue next time, though. That's the fucking answer to the question. We're changing the system around the weather condition Auroral Mirage. The weather condition will not spawn until the environment allows for it, meaning no active CEs. Oh, great. That's awesome. So now they're making it even hard. They're making it even longer to get into Fork Tower. Great. Now they're making it an extra 5 minutes. So now instead of like fucking waiting around for 35, 40 minutes, we're waiting around for like 40, 45 minutes. Great. That's so cool. That's so fucking cool because God forbid we miss a CE. God forbid that we miss a CE that we're going to have to farm thousands and thousands of times, to get into Fork Tower. So instead of just, This is so stupid. This makes it harder to get into Fork Tower because you always have these fucking motherfuckers that are like, oh, just one more CE, please. Please, just one more CE, please. Like, bro, you're going to be doing these CEs so fucking much, man. Just don't do that one. Get into Fork Tower and get it over with. Like, what the fuck? It's made for the random in mind? No, fuck the random. They're a random. No, this isn't made for anybody. This is actually made for the people that don't do Fork Tower or some shit. I don't fucking know, man. This is actually made for the people that don't even do Fork Tower. You know what? It's funny. This is actually really funny because this means that there's probably going to be more snipers because now there won't be the tempting CE. Ooh, do you do that CE or do you go into Fork Tower? Now there's going to be no CEs. So now everybody's just going to go to the middle because why would you not go to the middle? Fuck it. There's not a CE up. Just go to the middle. See if I get in. So actually this is worse. This made it even worse. So their solution actually fucked it. Please make the mission report window open automatically. I do believe this is a feature we should have had from the start, but we didn't. This will change. You know, it's really good to hear. This is really, really good to hear. This just further solidifies my point of complete fucking incompetence because not only did they fuck up the battle content, they also fucked up the casual crafting content. Like, it's like... Like, who the fuck is testing this shit? Okay, because I don't craft and I don't do the story. I don't care about either, but I do respect the people that do that. Don't get me wrong. I do respect the people that get it. Now, you motherfuckers are feeling our pain. Okay? Ooh, now we don't look like the bad guys anymore. Ooh, the big bad raiders. Ooh, they're always complaining and crying. Who the fuck's crying now? We want mission. We want whatever the fuck this is. We want the report window. Yeah, well, guess what? Guess what? You didn't get it. Fuck you. You know? Fuck you. Yeah, now you know how it feels. Good. Now you know how it feels. Yeah, that's right. No, it's fine though. It's fine though. It's fine though. Because we here, okay, we here at the Raiders, the raiding meetings. Okay, we have weekly meetings every like Thursday. Okay, where we come in, you know, all the raiders come in, you know, even the elitists, you know, they come in too because everybody's got complaints. Fucking Dark Knight sucks, man. Fucking stupid. It can't get no fucking man and all that shit. We welcome you guys. Okay, we welcome you guys. Come on in. You know, we got donuts and coffee sitting, you know, on the table right there. That's free. You know what I'm saying? You come in, you grab a chair. Tell us about the story. Okay, so let's hear it. Tell us all about the mission report window not opening automatically. It's a feature that should have been added. You know what? Yeah, I know. The fucking queue system should have been added too. We can bond. Now you know our pain. So I just want you guys to know that this fuck up, they've been doing this in other aspects of the game for fucking years. So welcome. Welcome to the club. Yeah, welcome to the crybabies. Okay, that's what we call ourselves, the crybabies. Yeah, because that's all we do. We just cry all fucking day long about the problems that this fucking game has. Now, let me ask a serious question here, all jokes aside, because my point, I feel like I may have, you know, joked a little bit too much about my point, but for those of you that do this content, okay, now, earlier when I said that, you know, I don't really do this content, but I do respect the people that do this type of stuff and the story because this is content that you play the game for. You pay to do this. You know, you pay to play the game. This is content for you. I want to ask you, as you're doing this, did you have similar thoughts to me when you were doing Fork Tower? And that thought is this. This fucking shit should have been in the game. Like, all of these things that they're talking about should have already been in the game, correct? Now, I don't actually know what the fuck this is. Okay, I mean, a time limit for a mission, right? Yeah, okay, it's a time limit for a mission, right? But all of this shit should have been in the game. Okay, so that strengthens my point here. Dude, like, who is testing this shit? Who is okaying this? This is just pure incompetence. It's lazy, sloppy, and it should already have been in the game. So, like, even though I don't do it, I can recognize a feature that should have been in the original implementation. Like, it's ridiculous. Dude, I'm going to be real. They came out with the moon. They have been having a fuck ton of problems with the moon, man. Okay? You know, and that makes sense. They can't even manage Eorzea. What the fuck? They can't even imagine, they can't even manage Eorzea. What the fuck did they think they could manage a moon for? They can't even manage the planet that we're on. What made them think that they could manage another fucking celestial body or whatever, stellar body. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, they need to get their shit here fixed first, okay? Before they blast off into outer space and try to fucking do something there. They can't even get the shit down here right. Looking at player data, it is clear that incentives to keep playing after you finished your tool and got the rewards are lacking. Who would have thought? Who would have fucking thought? This is coming from the same fucking company that were like, we didn't want the rewards to be too strong. This is just so fun. This is a fucking clown fiesta. This is just ridiculous, man. We will improve this for future releases. Bullshit. I don't even do this content and I'm upset for you guys. I don't know what that says about me as a person, but just the fact that even you guys are getting fucked, it's just crazy. It's crazy to me, man. You don't get good rewards in raiding. You don't get good rewards in Fork Tower. People are like, well, but you can make a lot of money. Okay, what do you use the guild for? Nothing? Exactly. Your rewards are shit. You make a lot of money. How many people in this game have like 1 billion kina and you don't even spend it? You don't even spend 10%. Or kina, what did I say? Oh, fuck, that's Ion 2. Sorry, I'm really excited about Ion 2 coming out. Sorry, man. I mean gil, whatever. Okay, I have like, on one character, I have like 200 million gil. Okay, now that's actually not a lot of money. To some people, it is a lot of money because I guess they don't play the game or something, but to me, it's not. It's whatever. You know, I have like 200 million on one character. I have like 40 million on another character. You know, it's whatever. But some people have literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Some people are gil capped. I feel like maybe I'm in the middle. I'm not super rich, but I'm not super poor. So I'm in the middle. If I were to take 75% of my gil and just throw it away, would it really matter? No. It actually wouldn't at all. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what I spend all my gil on. You guys ready for this? I want you guys to guess. What do you think I spend my gil on? Pots and food? No, actually I don't, because I have friends. Teleport costs. That's what I spend my gil on. Melding materia. Gay ERP? Maybe. Was it gay if I have a female character? Well, that's an interesting statement. If she has a dick, it is gay. Ooh, that's a lot of twists and turns there, man. I don't know. I don't think so. How nice are the ass and titties? Do the ass and titties override the gauge values on the dick? You know what? This is a conversation for another stream. Let's move on.